Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this Samsung Galaxy Alpha, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at this device. And this is a premium device from Samsung and it sports a 4.7 inch screen and it's powered by a Exynos 5 octa-core processor. That's the 5430. It's an 8-core processor and the GPU is the Mali 628 GPU. And it says it is 4G compatible, and rear facing camera has a 12 megapixel shooter. It says it has a fingerprint scanner, heart rate sensor, and it's a 720p HD AMOLED screen, and it comes with 32 gigs of internal storage. And before I open this box, as you can see, the pricing on the box is 42,000 rupees, but I got this unit from Faisal Communications and they are quoting a price of around 38,000 for this device. So let's quickly open this device and have a first look. And we have this in the golden color. As you can see, I'll just keep the device to the side and let's quickly look at the accessories that we get. This is the quick start guide that we have. We have the headset also. This is the JF type. Let me just zoom in, as you can see. And these are in-ear type. We also have the micro USB cable, some extra ear tips, the power brick itself, and this is a 1.55 amp power brick. And we have the battery itself, which is actually a pretty long battery, as you can see, and it's a 1860 milliamp hour battery. So here I have the phone itself with me, and without the battery it is actually very light. Let's just take this out. It says Galaxy Alpha Super AMOLED, and that's out. And we also have one here on the back, and let's pop in the battery. And the biggest thing with this device is, as you can see, this is metallic. This is not plastic. So this is one of the first phones from Samsung that has an actual metallic rim, and it's chamfered edges, as you can see. So it gives you a very premium feel and look, and you have to look at it in person to appreciate it. And it does give a very good and a premium feeling to this device. So finally Samsung has put a metallic rim, but again this back cover is still plastic, as you can see. And I'll just put in our what do you say, this is the battery. It's a pretty long battery, and it's a 12 megapixel rear facing camera. And this is not a water resistant model like the Galaxy S5, but we do have the heart rate sensor on this one also. Let me just put this back, and it snaps in, and again it gives you that very premium feel. Let's try to actually do the first boot for this device, and it says Galaxy Alpha. And again, it's pretty familiar. The front facing camera is a 2.1 megapixel shooter. We have that LED notification light over here, earpiece, and again very familiar stuff. We also have a fingerprint scanner on the home button like the Galaxy S5 or the S5 mini. And again, the screen is a Super AMOLED screen. It's a 720p HD screen. So let me just swipe and let's start. Again, it's a very vibrant screen. Again, it's a Super AMOLED screen, and it's a pretty vibrant screen, as you can see. It's a 720p HD screen, so the PPI comes to 312. And again, this is the standard TouchWiz UI that we have seen with the Galaxy S5. And let's actually look at the Android version and other things. Let's go to the settings, and I'll just view it as a list. It's much more easier this way. And if we go to about the device, as you can see, it's running on the Android version 4.4.4. that's KitKat, and this is the latest version of Android, so that's a good thing. And we have the back button, and let's look at the actual storage. Out of that 32 gigs, how much do we get? And out of that 32 gigs, we get 25.5 GB for us. Do note that this device does not have any micro SD card slot, so the internal storage is what you get. But fortunately, I think so 25 gigs is ample storage. I'll test the USB OTG functionality in my full review if that works or not. Let's also look at the 1 second, if I can locate. We have the fingerprint scanner as I told you, so we can use that. And let's look at the display also. And we have the standard stuff like smart stay, etc. And obviously we have the auto brightness sensor also. So familiar, I would say. And one thing I just wanted to check is that does it have that ultra power saving mode or not? Yes, it even has that ultra power saving mode, because the battery is a 1860 milliamp hour battery. And these are the apps. So again, not a lot of bloatware. We do even have the S Health app. S Voice is there. My Files, this is the file manager that you get built in. And apart from that, Google specific apps, and even Flipboard is pre-installed. Let's try to do this gesture. So you can add more home screens, and you can also add the widgets using this one. Let me just go back. And regarding RAM, it has 2 gigs of RAM. And let's fire up the web browser, and let's just go to techmeme.com. This is the standard keyboard that you get, and the good thing is that we do have a dedicated row for the numbers. So let's go to techmeme.com, and it's going to the mobile version. Let me just force it to the desktop view. Yeah, and as you can see, this is the desktop view. Pinch to zoom again, very responsive. And let's look at the screen quality. It's a 4.7 inch 720p HD screen, and the viewing angles are also excellent. As you can see, I'm tilting the phone to extreme angles, then also it's working fine. Let's also go to one more site. Let's go to news.com, and as you can see, it's loading it fine again. This is the full desktop mode, and this is a pretty heavy site, and it's handling it. So in terms of web browsing, you should have a good experience in my opinion. And let's also quickly look at the camera. The rear facing camera is a 12 megapixel shooter. So let's quickly take some shots. Oops, location, I'll just cancel that. Let me bring some objects. And as you can see, let's just, I know that's pretty quick. Let's preview these shots. Again, they came out to be pretty clean. There is a little bit, this was not very sharp, but again, I'll test that a lot more. This came out to be very sharp. As you can see, I'm zooming in, then also we have a lot of detail. I'll test the camera a lot more. In fact, I'll make a dedicated video regarding the camera. And also this camera can record video in 4K. So that's it for now for this quick look at the Samsung Galaxy Alpha. If you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments. I'll also be doing a full in-depth review for this device. Thank you for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.